done a lot of progress since our last video, and as you can see, it's kind of a jungle in here. We have a tunnel that's about 9 feet high, and our plants are now reaching the peak, and some of them are actually surpassing the peak. We've got them tied to tomato stakes. We've got tomato twine, it's a tomato tape, which is stretchy so it doesn't cut off the circulation. Tomato tape, tomato stake, and tomato twine, and they still need more support. This is, as I mentioned previously, the Mountain Magic variety that you can get from most seed retailers. We got ours from William Dam, a Ontario seed company. They've got great seeds there. And as you can see here, our tomatoes are now reaching the peak. The reason that we went with this variety solely this summer is because they are crack resistant. They're a hybrid variety, and they relatively produce reliable results every time. As we go through here, we'll see what it produces. We've been pruning the suckers most of the way, but at this point we're gonna let the suckers grow because they've reached maximum height. This is pretty crazy right here. These things are, I've never seen tomato plants this tall. And we gotta figure out a way to tie more of them together, because this is just getting out of hand here. So like this one, for example, I don't even know what to do with it anymore. It's like becoming a tomato arch. Like it's gonna reach the other side soon. So a little update as to what we got going on. It's we pre-planted these inside maybe a month before we put them outside, 2 months. So I think we put them outside on what was it, July? No, yeah, we probably put them outside in June, and we seeded them perhaps in March or maybe April. Had them growing inside of our nursery, and then we put them inside of our compost raised beds. And it's our first season growing at this location. We've got a lot of shade because of the pine trees in the property beside us. We weren't sure how they were going to do, but it's actually the best that our tomatoes have ever done. Last year we didn't have them nearly as tall. I'm not sure if it's because we didn't prune them as good, or the location, or the compost. But this year they are the tallest that I've personally ever seen a tomato plant. And last year they were just like wide and bushy and too hard to manage. And this year it's nice and easy. Jasmine has been doing a phenomenal job pruning them, and we've pruned all the bottom stalks here and all the suckers at the bottom to promote positive airflow and reduce any possible bacterial infection from the water splashing. But either way, we've got a irrigation here. Something just fell on me. I'm not sure if that was a tomato that just dropped, or I'm not sure. Anyhow, yeah, we got our irrigation set up here. I think it's about 30 minutes twice a day. So it seems to be the good seems to be like a good number for that. We've got a intercropping of marigolds and also basil. We tried to plant some carrots along here, but not too many of them germinated, just a couple. Maybe it wasn't enough for watering at the beginning of the direct seeding. So it's just a learning lesson that we gotta water a ton when we direct seed them. And right here we've got our cucumber plants, which are doing phenomenal. We've got mostly pickling cucumbers. So like this little guy right here. And we make our bread and butter pickles with them. And that is a hit at the market. People are loving the bread and butter pickles. It's our #1 seller. And it was the first thing that we sold out today. We did our market today. It's Saturday. We go to the market every Saturday. So we're definitely looking forward to making more bread and butter pickles. And all these flowers here, all these yellow flowers are going to eventually turn into cucumbers. And as you can see, there's a ton of yellow flowers. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And we're surpassing the trellis. Some of them are actually attached in onto the tomato plants. If you see here, they're becoming best friends, as Jasmine said. The cucumber is intertwining with the tomato plant. Oh yeah, great success here in the tunnel. We were kind of skeptical at first because there's not too much sun, and perhaps we would have more tomatoes if there was a little bit more sun, but the actual plant growth is unbelievable. I was about to tie that, but another cucumber is already tied onto it, so I don't want to disturb this little guy. But yeah, just wanted to give everybody a quick update of what we got going on in this tomato jungle. Looks like it's going to be crouching time for the rest of the season. Look at these. These are just absolutely insane. This has got to be at least 10 feet tall. I'm 5'11". I can't reach the top, and it's going from the side all the way to the peak, and it's bent in the middle. Like I said, we just got the tape on, and it's at least 9 feet tall. So highly recommend this strain here, the Mountain Magic variety. Fortunately, you can't really keep the seeds because it's not a heirloom. You can, but it won't produce the same tomatoes. It'll be an unpredictable result. Either it'll be like the mother or the father. So yeah, just a little update as to what we got going on here. A lot different than our last video. It's a tomato jungle in here. I'm sure you can barely see me at this point. Our beans are looking good in the raised beds, and cucumbers are looking good. Got some parsley down here that's doing pretty well. Everything's so good so far. No crop failure, and everything's great. That's about it. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.